guys, how's it going? Some carbohydrates.
Solo battle!
Just trying to realize now that's the capture person, right? Alright. Sorry about that. Something going on with the Alright, it's back.
Mario!
Direct skills.
Solo battle! Mario! Three, two, one,
time on that shit?
Little
You got a little too easy for your son.
Rip my GSP points just because of a little of a bitch. Okay, guys.
Solo battle.
Oh my god. I can't do anything wrong. Alright, well, the direct attack now, guys. Watch. If it's gonna happen, oh my god. Probably gonna have to switch this to browser. Not that browser. Okay, I guess Chrome doesn't want to be captured. That's fine.
Hello everyone, I'm Masahiro Sakurai, the director of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game from Sora Limited. Long time no see. The hero from Dragon Quest is joining the battle, and that means I have some new information to share with you. Usually, we prepare a script for Nintendo Direct, and we have editors put various cuts together, but this time, I'd like to take more of a live stream approach and present it myself. We don't have much of a budget for this. While I discuss, I'll be playing with the controller as well. I hope you enjoy it. But before we get into it, I should mention that the Dragon Quest series began in 1986. It's an iconic Japanese role-playing game. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that Dragon Quest was what popularized RPGs in Japan. And beyond that, it's a top-notch game that's become a cultural phenomenon. The latest entry in the series is Dragon Quest XI's Echoes of the Elusive Age Definitive Edition, which is releasing soon on Nintendo Switch, so please look forward to it. Today, I'll be playing the development version of the ROM, so there may be parts where the camera seems different from the version you have at home. I hope you understand. Here's a lineup of all 4 heroes. I think, to some, this scene alone might seem pretty astonishing. This one is the hero from Dragon Quest XI's, the one that's releasing soon. The 16-year-old was dubbed the Darkspawn, and he wields a weapon called the Supreme Sword of Light. Now for the hero from Dragon Quest III. This is the hero Erdrick, and he's 16 years old. He's equipped with Erdrick's sword. Actually, in 3 and 11, the hero's shield designs are almost identical, but we've changed them up a bit. It's all in the details. Next, the hero from Dragon Quest IV, Chapters of the Chosen. This 17-year-old is the ancestor of the bride from Dragon Quest V, Hand of the Heavenly Bride. He's equipped with the Zenithian sword. Lastly, the hero from Dragon Quest VIII, Journey of the Cursed King, an 18-year-old who isn't affected by the curse. Munchie is in his pocket, and as a former royal guardsman, he's equipped with the Dragovian King sword. That said, it may be a bit tough to distinguish them using just the name hero, so if you want to refer to each of them individually, here are their names. The hero from 11S is 11, the hero from 3 is Arusu, The hero from 4 is Solo, and the hero from 8 is 8. You can use these names to reference them if you'd like. Also, they each have a color variation. The coloring and design of these variations are based on characters from the series. Can you guess who they are? This is actually the very first time that the heroes from the Dragon Quest series have been able to fight each other. It was allowed to finally happen in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and for that I am very grateful. Each hero has a different voice actor, and I'd like to introduce them now. Here they are. The hero from 11 is Mitsuki Saiga. This hero speaks in 11S, but the action in this game is different, so her voice acting needed a bit more oomph. The hero from 3 is played by Nobuyuki Hiyama. You might say the King of Braves is playing the hero, but he voiced Link in the original Super Smash Bros. And Super Smash Bros. Melee games, so you could say he was already a hero. He's definitely a pro, and out of all the voice actors, his recording session went the fastest. The hero from 4 is voiced by Takeshi Kusao. He's a veteran voice actor, and asks for a lot of detail on the backstory of his character, and this has carried over into his performance. The hero from 8 is voiced by Yuki Kaji. It was apparently a dream of his to do voice work for the Super Smash Bros. And the Dragon Quest series, so he was happy to have both dreams come true at once. The heroes from 3, 4, and 8 are being voiced for the first time in the series, and calling out the spell names is also the series first. Now, let's get a look at these fighters in action. The animations are a bit more energetic than the standard sword users, since we aim to match the style of Akira Toriyama. Sometimes the hero's smash attacks result in a critical hit. It happens at random, but when it does, you'll perform an extra strong attack. These critical hits actually match the look of critical hits in various installments of the series. Note the subtle nuances.
Wow, that's cool.
The hero is equipped with a shield, which can block various projectiles. His forward tilt is a shield bash attack that can also be used to block projectiles. His neutral special is the Frizz family of spells. Frizz, Frizzle, and Frizz. You can stop your charge in the middle by shielding, and then you can resume charging again. Then, you could store the full charge until you're ready to unleash it at any time. However, even if you've charged up a Frizz, nothing will happen if you don't have enough MP at the time, so be careful. Hero's side special produces zap-type spells. Enter the command quickly for a zap, which is a good way to keep opponents in check. Hold it down a little longer for a zapple, which has a pretty good reach. And if you charge it up all the way, you'll let loose a Kazap. Each of these spells imbues your sword with lightning to power up your attacks. Next is the Whoosh family of spells, which can be used for recovery. Performing a short up special results in a whoosh. Charging it a little bit results in a swoosh. And charging it up all the way results in a kaswoosh. You can only store a charge with Frizz-type spells. A whoosh is fairly stunted, requiring only a little MP. A swoosh actually provides a bit more lateral movement. A kaswoosh allows you to recover even if you fall pretty far. Also, whoosh-type spells can blow enemies into the air. That way, you can interfere with opponents. Next is Hero's down special, Command Selection. His down special pulls up a random list of commands. Doing so allows you to use a spell or other move. Oomph simply raises your attack power. With a fully charged smash attack,
So basically, he's a
you can deal this much damage.
Dragon Quest version of Shulk.
Now for Psycho. It increases the power of your next attack. The difference between this one and Oomph is that it can only be used once, but the effect lasts until your attack finishes, even if you miss. Next up, Bounce. It reflects your opponent's spells and other projectiles. If you both cast Bounce, this will happen. The effect of the reflect will be exponential. Heal lets you reduce your damage percentage. Flame Slash can spread damage to a wide area in front of you. Crackle Slash can freeze opponents. Accelerator significantly increases your speed. Kaboom sets off a mighty explosive spell. Snooze puts opponents to sleep. That way, you can follow it up with a beefy attack. Maybe something like Hatchet Man. And then there's Thwack. This fearsome spell could potentially KO an opponent in one hit. However, the opponent's damage percentage will ultimately determine the effect. So if their damage percentage is low, it's less likely to activate. Zoom. This spell is well suited for recovery. As demonstrated, it lets you recover from anywhere, but you may hit your head on the ceiling. Kerclang. When you cast the spell, you become impervious to attacks. But watch out for a Metal Slash. Metal Slash is a skill that can KO a metal opponent in one hit. Hocus Pocus is a spell with unpredictable effects. Oh, looks like it slowed me down. But not all of its effects are bad. Sometimes good things happen too. Magic Burst. As you can see, my MP is depleting rapidly because the spell uses all your remaining MP to deal massive damage. The amount of MP you have will determine how effective it is. And finally, Kamikaze. This spell produces an extremely powerful explosion, but it also results in self-destruction. He has many different special moves. In fact, of all the fighters, Hero has the highest number of them in the game. You can close the command selection before choosing a spell by pressing the R button. That way, you can try again and hope for a different set of spells. That's his final smash, Giga Slash, and it's no mere kazak. This move calls upon all the past protagonists to lend the hero their power for one mighty blow. This attack has a high vertical range, and if it's within 4 in-game meters, it will connect. The command selection move is unlike any other in the game. It may be a bit hard to imagine how it works, so I'll fight a CPU opponent for a while. I'm fighting at Yggdrasil's altar. I'm the hero from 8, and the CPU is the hero from 4. The stage starts off on this platform, which begins to rise. You can use Frizz to keep opponents in check without charging. I'll use Zappo from a distance. The CPU's counterattacks are pretty good. I think I'll try a command selection. Snooze. Good stuff. Kaboom. I'm a little low on MP, so I'm going to attack to refill it. But meanwhile, the CPU filled up their final smash meter. Not going to let him use it. Oh, a critical hit.
I
Heal.
don't know why the critical hit sounds so generic.
I'll go ahead and use Accelerator. And the final smash. Hope I can finish him off. Nice. Oops, I used Hatchet Man, but ended up blocking a projectile with it. Oh. Platform. Is he going to do it? Ooh, he got me. I was trying to counterattack with his Crackle Slash, but he got me. And at the edge of the screen, no less. In these free-for-all battles, it's pretty... Oh, time's up.
Time up. You shall win.
原作のどこかに出てくる
This stage is called Yggdrasil's Altar, and it's based on a location in Dragon Quest XI's. One difference is that the platform rises, which is very Super Smash Bros. We're passing close by Cetacea. After that, we'll be able to see all of Erdrea. The giant tree in the background is an important point in Dragon Quest XI's. You can see a Taco walking by. While the Taco is out there, some sort of platform will appear. We just passed Arborea, and you can see what looks like a rainbow bridge. And now we pass Havens Above. You'll see slimes appear in the background, but sometimes you'll see liquid metal slimes appear too. Those are really rare. As we pass Cetacea again, we draw near to the giant tree. As we make our way up the tree, we can see a light, which also appears in Dragon Quest XI's. And then we finally make our way back around. By the way, there's something over here. Sometimes a treasure chest appears at this stage, as you can see here. If you open it, you get an item. But it could also be a trap. Ouch. It's a mimic. If you try your hardest, you might defeat it. You don't have to fight it, but if you manage to beat it, you'll get an item. Although Yggdrasil's Altar is based on the world of 11S, I felt it would be unfortunate to have only 1 or 2 songs from that game. So instead, we decided to compile a collection of field and battle tunes for each hero. Here's what it looks like. Players who have an emotional attachment to specific music tracks can use the My Music feature to pick their favorite ones to play. Of course, you can also enjoy them by using the sound test feature. You won't be able to select the famous prelude that way, but the end of the prelude will play during the hero's victory screen. We've also added other content, including something for the Spirit Board, so please look out for that as well. Hero will be available on Tuesday, July 30th. If you have the Fighter's Pass, you should be able to get him right away.
Oh, wait, he's out?
We're also planning to make him available individually for $5.99. We're also adding in new Mii Fighter costumes. Please take a look.
Why would you care about me? Costumes aren't even like something I would even use because it doesn't feel like a real character. Yeah, I knew they were gonna do this. They were gonna start selling Mii Fighter costumes.
Along with Hero, the version 4.0 update will also be available.
Yes, I knew something new was coming. What?
There will now be a time limit on the Final Smash meter. That'll make it harder to use your attack range to play a waiting game, so I think it's better to just use your Final Smash when it's ready. It will stick around for a while, and you'll be able to tell how long you have by looking at the meter, which will deplete over time.
What?
We're also adding a very easy difficulty to Adventure Mode, so if a battle's just too difficult for you to clear, or if you simply want to have a relaxing time playing, please try it out.
Oh my God,
Another
they
new
brought
feature will
that.
let you try and
No
predict
way.
the winner during Spectate Mode. Then you can exchange the points you accumulate for an item. Even if your prediction is wrong, there's nothing to lose, so I suggest supporting fighters to your heart's content.
What?
An online tourney mode will also be added in.
Holy shit.
To enter an in-game tourney, all you have to do is select the mode. The rules are preset, but they'll change periodically. I hope you enter these tourneys over and over. We also plan to hold special event tourneys from time to time.
Holy crap, guys, this is awesome.
What's more, there are other new additions, like being able to insert screenshots into the videos you edit,
That's cool.
and being able to consecutively play videos that have been added to shared content. Plus, there are new amiibo available now. Isabelle, Pokemon Trainer, and Pichu. Each one will be available in a yellowish package, so keep an eye out for them. Finally, the fighter known as Hero will be distributed soon, but Dragon Quest XI's Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition will release on September 27th, so please check that out as well. We tried a live stream-like format this time, but I'm still not sure if we will do this every time a new fighter is released. Regardless, I hope you have fun with Hero.
This isn't a live video, what?
See you next time.
Hold up a minute, why did that say 2018 Nintendo? That thumbnail looks very weird. Holy shit, guys. So, we're getting online tourney and spectate mode back. That is awesome. Alright, so let's go ahead and play a couple matches, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and check to see if it's out, which it most likely isn't. Yeah, still not out. What do I have online? Oh. That an awesome presentation, guys. I know it was pretty silent throughout the most part of it because I wanted you guys to be able to watch it and also hear my thoughts about it. But that was a pretty good presentation. We're getting online tourney back. That's gonna be awesome. Spectator just sees here. What if? Do they have spectator? What? Looks like spectator exists. Hold on. Alright, so we're getting a new expectation of the future. Too much gambling. I forgot that it's my But the online tournament, holy crap, that's awesome. Once that opens out, I'm gonna be So that makes me one. After this. Why Martha? I have a feeling the hero first comes out, he is going to be.
I must move forward.
Honestly, he looks really cool. I actually can't wait for the online tournament. And we can also input screenshots for the full game. Awesome.
Solo battle. Mario.
It was like 4,000, but Mario is like 1,000. That's 4 million. Every time they need to fix it. Someone who's better than me, like way better, shouldn't be better.
3, 2, 1, go!
Guys, if you're looking at the and the 4.0, I was hoping for Smash Run to come out. Even though I never played it, like, it looks like more. I feel like Smash Run, it's just that. The actual fighting aspect.
Mario wins!
You have the annual fights, yeah. You get characters. I mean, it was a very cool mode. I liked it. I didn't hate it. It was a pretty cool mode.
Solo battle!
Can't believe what we should do. Alright, let's go ahead and check for update. I don't see no update. Is there a system update? Let's go ahead and take a look, see if there's a system update. No, there's no system update. I was gonna say, sometimes Nintendo likes dropping system updates. But you guys can see, look at this. Holy guys, like, the hero was awesome. I don't know. And another thing I want to tell you is, why the hell do they have the Smash Why the lag? Why? If they had a more powerful system, let's just see what the actual thing is. The sad thing is, an iPad Pro and my cell phone has a better spec. A Snapdragon 835. That's sad. That is sad. ARM processors is going to run future
Step into the ring. Ready?
honestly, the hero was an amazing.
3, 2, 1, go!
I don't really care about Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest managed to make the hero look so good. I don't know. If the Dragon Quest game looks good, I might actually buy it. If it looks I honestly don't play RPG. Mario RPG. I would actually like to see this show bring on Switch. insane. I've had
Win!
now that we got like original sprites. Wow.
Ready?
We fit.
3, 2, 1, go!
I like that. I was so
The key is to focus on your balance. Work towards strong, firm abs.
like, guys, the hero, he looks amazing. And I find the move that he's like,
Ready?
not the self-destructor, like it makes, uses all his MP blue. That
3, 2, 1, go!
50 damage already, so it does 42 damage. After that, you add 100 damage, possibly. Actually, like,
Wario
the hero looks pretty cool, guys. He is pretty much Shulk, Cloud, and Marth. Actually, I don't know who had a critical hit. Maybe Little Mac. I don't know.
Ready?
Little Mac? I don't know. I think it's so annoying. Like, I can never knock them off the stage. Like, they just spam.
3, 2, 1,
Probably like the weakest character that we can watch. I mean, Sonic. Like, if we made Sonic more
game! Wario win!
damn.
Ready?
Nice. me the idea. In the order style. Like, kind of like the HD. Wow. Alright.
That's it. Feel the burn.
Isn't out. Doing the direct.
Yoshi wins!
Keyboard support. I didn't say anything about it because I didn't say anything until after the direct, so it would sound stupid saying keyboard support. But by the image, the judgment was keyboard support. The thing is, keyboard support in Smash. Smash was kind of a game with longer joystick, but it would still be cool to play with the keyboard.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, you saved yourself from my Mario. That was an easy one.
Mario wins!
That was an easy one. This is probably going to be my last match. I'm going to check for the hero one last time before I go ahead.
3, 2, 1, go!
This is July 30th. I don't know, okay, it's maybe it is.
Game!
Actually, that's a good idea.
Mario wins.
Alright. July 35, 10 p.m. Hey Google, what is 5:10 p.m. Pacific time into Eastern Standard Time?
8:10 p.m. Tuesday in Eastern Time.
Alright, I might be back in time. I believe TV is coming out at 5 p.m. I also see a July 31st. Swap this in the door for you guys. So, I'm pretty sure if they said July 30th, he's coming out at 8:10 p.m. and there's not going to be any online gameplay support. So, safe to say, the hero is coming out 8:10. So, I will try and schedule a stream for around then. Alright, guys? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. I'm trying to get subscribe. We are hoping to stream. Most of the video hours, but if we can get I'll do a little. And like Sakura said, he has to go to sense. Which for a long time, I'm like, really weak. Like nothing. It's just basic. But there's no like actual like makes it the hero changes all of it. The hero makes it way more unique. Like let's say I played Mario, he's pretty basic. He's more of a just hands-on aim, fireball, go flood. There's only 3 things. But the hero, he has like attack up, he has snooze, he has explode, metal thing, which I think is pretty bullshit, but I don't have a metal slasher, which I think that was great. And the suicide, I guess that's really going to be a way to go ahead and smoke. Holy, that's gonna make people so big to just go on a suicide. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and I'm going to be live streaming later on for the maintenance for 5:10 to 6:10. It's only like an hour. Alright, so don't forget to get